going on, Bears fans? Welcome to Geek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Who is this?
Big Buckus.
Big Buckus.
Walter Payton, it's the man.
Finds Cole Kmet wide open. Touchdown, Bears. Let's go. Who is this?
Georgia.
Nice throw, Jay Fields.
I think I can fit in as like a water boy for the Panthers or something. I'm not talking about get on the field,
It's picked off. Picked off an end zone by Kyler Gordon. Let's go. Put some respect on Kyler Gordon's name. And as always, bear down.
Cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic, cake on the mic. People, this the intro. Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down, bear down, bear down.
What is going on, Chicago Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another live stream right here on Geek on the Mic. I know this was a last-minute live stream, but I just wanted to come on here for a quick 30 minutes and talk a little bit about this Sunday's game against the New Orleans Saints, since I didn't post a pre-game show video with Isaiah Fry this week. And I also want to talk about a huge development heading into this weekend's game against the Saints, and probably more importantly, going to that Thursday Night Football matchup against the Carolina Panthers, and that is Justin Fields is back. He had his first official practice in a limited fashion. He is still doubtful for this weekend's matchup against the New Orleans Saints, but he said that he is starting to have a better grip of the football. He is wearing a glove on his right hand. There's still a little bit of soreness when he throws the football, but everyone, including Darnell Mooney, even Eddie Jackson, said he looks good out there. So that is a huge development for the Chicago Bears. I am really looking forward to seeing Justin Fields back, hopefully as soon as that Thursday Night Football matchup against the Carolina Panthers. The crazy thing is that Justin Fields kind of made it seem that there was a possibility for him to actually play in this Sunday's game. He even mentioned that he has been preparing for the fact that maybe there would be a chance for him to play this Sunday against the New Orleans Saints. I understand that's probably not the best case scenario. I think they should let him heal for a little bit longer and just make sure he can possibly return on that Thursday Night Football matchup against the Carolina Panthers. But once again, thank you guys so much for joining me here on this quick live stream right here on Geek on the Mic. It's Friday night. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know how your guys' week is going. I have some awesome things going on in my life. Obviously, the podcast is still booming. My wife and I are in the process of buying our very first home, so that's why I kind of been busy here and there. But my plan is to hopefully get back on the live streams more consistently. Get the call-ins, live streams back going. I know you guys really like those call-ins as well. But this podcast, this live stream is just a quick little update on the podcast, what's going further. We're talking a little bit more about the New Orleans Saints game this Sunday. But once again, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. How's everyone doing on this Friday afternoon or Friday evening? Obviously, my daughter is joining me. She desperately wants to be part of this live stream. So here we go. We're going to let her be part of this live stream. Let's get her up here. There we go. She desperately wants to be part of this live stream. It's okay. A lot of people say she's my little mini-me. She's not really obsessed with the Chicago Bears, and that's totally fine. I anticipate that she wouldn't be obsessed with the Chicago Bears, and that's totally okay. But she can be my special guest on this live stream today. But like I said, the big development story right here is that Justin Fields returned to practice today for the Chicago Bears, and that is a big deal. And obviously, this is a big when Justin Fields does return officially. He has to have a big ending to this season. There's still a lot on the line in terms of his future. If he comes back and plays well, I think we can be comfortable moving forward with him as the long-term answer for the Chicago Bears. You guys all know how I feel about Justin Fields. I think he is very well still an answer for the Chicago Bears. But hey, we have to wait and see, and hopefully he can come back and light things up. So you guys can go ahead and, if you guys want to, for the next 10 to 15 minutes, like I said, this is going to be a very quick live stream. Go ahead and ask me any questions you may have. We can also make this a Friday night Q&A as well. So go ahead and drop some questions in the chat, and I can answer them for the next 15 minutes. Hadley, are you going to say hi to the fellow Bears fans? Hadley, are you going to say hi to the fellow Bears fans, or no, you're just going to stare at the camera? It's okay. It's okay to be a little shy of the camera. It's totally fine. Like I said, if you want to ask me any questions for the next 15 minutes while I talk, that's totally fine. But like I said, the Bears played the New Orleans Saints this Sunday. Obviously, the Bears are 2-6. Tyson Bagent is set to start for his third straight game. Obviously, the Saints are 4-4, but the Saints have been a mixed bag so far this season. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes the Saints play really, really well, and sometimes they play really, really bad as well, right? So we don't know what we're actually going to get from the New Orleans Saints. I think it just depends what we get. I think if the coaching has these guys prepared, maybe they put Tyson Bagent in some good situations to succeed. Get DJ Moore involved, get Darnell Mooney involved. Maybe the defense plays really well with Montez Sweat. I'm in the fold. Maybe we get some pass rush on Derek Carr. I think this could be. I don't think the Bears are going to win necessarily easily, but it could be a winnable game for the Chicago Bears. It all just depends, right? So, I don't know. With this team, you never know with the Chicago Bears. I say the New Orleans Saints are a mixed bag, but the Chicago Bears are also a mixed bag, right? You want to come back up here? Sorry, she wants to come back up here. It's okay. It's going to be a mixed bag. You'd never know. Each team has its ups. Each team has its downs. But this should be a very competitive matchup. I think going into New Orleans is going to be a tough place to play for Tyson Bagent. Obviously, the Saints defense is pretty good with two legit pass rushers coming after us. It looks like we're going to get Braxton Jones back as well. I know that Tremaine Edmonds and Jaquan Brisker is out. But we're just got to wait and see. I really don't know what to think. I think the Chicago Bears can very well win this game, but you just never know. So my score prediction for this game, I'm actually going to have the Bears dropping this one slightly. I'm going to go ahead and pick the New Orleans Saints 24-14. I just don't think the Bears can get it done. I think until the coaching can prove me wrong, that's always going to be the big thing is that coaching, it's always going to be the problem with this football team. You wanted to come up here and then you want to come down. You got to let me know what you want. What do you want? Do you want to come up here or do you want to come down? You want to come here or you want to come down? So we have some couple of questions in the chat. Ron Renarski says, what do you think about Montez Sweat? I absolutely love the addition of Montez Sweat. He's 27 years old. He's a long-term play for the Chicago Bears. He is long, he is fast, he is strong. He can beat you in many different ways. I think he's an instant upgrade for this Chicago Bears defensive line that has struggled to get pressure on the quarterback this season. The Mike Show said, what do you think of Luke Getsy? I feel he is holding us back. Yeah, Luke Getsy is definitely a huge issue with this football team. I definitely think that he is holding us back. But until the end of the season, until the Bears actually fire him, he is what we have to work with. So hopefully he could put Bagent in some good situations. And when Justin Fields officially comes back, I hope he can put Justin in some good situations as well. But overall, I'm not a big fan of Luke Getsy. Someone asked, how many sacks do you think the Bears will get against the Saints? I don't know. With Montez Sweat in the fold, I know he's going to be rushing the passer. Maybe like 2 or 3. You just never know. Someone said, who is your ideal front four with Tez and Yannick? I think it would be Yannick, Montez Sweat, DeMarcus Walker, and I think I would even take You want to answer this question? Is that why you're talking? You want to answer this question? Sorry, guys. My daughter is right here with me. So who's your ideal front four? Montez Sweat, Yannick Ngakoue, DeMarcus Walker, and maybe, I guess Dominique Robinson could be in there. You could throw him in there. I know you have Justin Jones. I know he plays D tackle. Yeah, I guess I'll go with those 4. Chicago legend said, when is Fields going to be back? He made it sound like he could possibly play this weekend against the Saints. I know that's not probably the case, but I know doubtful does not mean out. So we just have to wait and see. So he should be back Thursday Night Football against the Carolina Panthers. You just never know. All right, Bears fans, before I end this very, very quick live stream, because I don't think my daughter is going to allow me to do any longer than 15 minutes, go ahead and give me your score prediction for this Bears versus Saints matchup down below in the comment section. Yeah, my daughter is not going to allow me to continue this live stream long for 30 minutes. There's absolutely no way. So go ahead and give me your score predictions before I end today's live stream right here on Geek on the Mic. Chicago Legend says 24-21 Saints. Yeah, I also have the Saints scoring 24 points. I think the Bears can score maybe 14. I think the Bears can also score 21. I think it all depends on the coaches, right? How will the coaches have this team prepared for this Saints team? It all depends what you get from the Saints, too. The Saints are a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to get from the Saints either. So, Nano CBD says Bears 24, Saints 23. I sure hope so. I think it would be huge for the Bears to get a win. I'm going to on Thursday Night Football beat a very beatable Carolina Panthers team, go get back-to-back wins, and then have a nice long rest to prepare for our next matchup. Okay. Ramanarsi said if Fields plays, it's 35-10 Saints. Okay. The Mike Show said Bears 21, Saints 24. Okay. I can't complain with that. Eli says 23-17 Bears over Saints. Okay, I like it. Now CBD says Fields throws 2 touchdowns on 3 passes. Bold prediction. Yeah, maybe they have him in there for a couple plays to, get him warmed up. Who knows? We never know. Lilia says Saints 31, Bears 13. I think that could be a very accurate prediction after what we saw on Sunday Night Football against the Los Angeles Chargers. Could very well be the case. Chicago Legend says, I think we can finish with 7 to 8 wins if Fields comes back playing good. Yeah, absolutely. If Justin Fields comes back, the defense plays better. Obviously, if Luke Getsy can get out of his own ass and actually call a competent game plan to put our players in the best situations to succeed, the Bears could very well be a 6 to 7, maybe 8 win team. You never know. So I definitely like that, Chicago Legend. Philip says, hey, Keek, how you doing tonight? Great show. Try to keep the positive vibes. Hey, Philip, I'm doing the best I can. As a Bears fan, we are on an all-time low. Obviously, I went on a massive rant because, I'm passionate about this team. I'm tired of watching this team lose. I think we have a lot of great young talent, but we have yet to see it all together. And it's up to the coaches to put our players in the best situation to succeed. Obviously, our players have to execute as well. But it's frustrating as Bear fans sometimes. But I am doing all right. I will keep the positive vibes for you guys here on the channel. Nano CBD says Mooney 2 touchdowns versus the Saints. I would definitely love to see Darnell Mooney get more involved. So I love that, Nano. Ron says if Bagent plays, it's 35-17 Bears. I'm guessing, Ron, are you a Tyson Bagent supporter over Justin Fields? No hate here. I just want to know. Nano says, Keek, your rant was epic. I don't get like that often, so I saved it for that one video. All my emotions, all my anger, all my frustration was in that one video. So you won't see that often from me for sure. Chicago Legend says, your daughter is cute. How old is she? You must be a great dad. She seems like she wants to play with you. Yeah, I try to be the best dad as I can be. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and just neglect my daughter while I'm on the live stream. If she wants to join the live stream, that's totally fine. She has a lot to say when I'm recording, so that's totally good. My daughter is now 14 months old. We love her to death. She is the best thing to happen to my wife and I. So, yeah, that is that. Trying to get her to be a Bears fan, but I don't think she gives a damn about football. But you know what? It's good that she's not a Bears fan because then she doesn't have to be miserable like the rest of us. Like I said, I have the Saints winning 24-14. Before I actually end this live stream, Isaiah Fry did text me his 3 keys to a Chicago Bears win, and he also gave me a score prediction. He said, here's the 3 keys. Get Tyson back in rhythm with easy completions. Play with a sense of urgency on defense like your job is on the line, which it should definitely be for Matt Eberflus and the rest of this coaching staff. And he said, number 3, get DJ Moore involved early and often. Very smart man. DJ Moore is our top weapon, so I definitely agree with all Isaiah's keys. And he said that Saints will win 27-17. I hope the Bears can prove us wrong and get a huge win in New Orleans, but the Saints are definitely going to be a tough test for this Bears football team. And he also mentioned that he did not like the Montez Sweat trade because he didn't realize that his contract was expiring. Obviously, we hope that we can get a deal done. I do feel like that Montez Sweat is in the long-term plans for Ryan Poles, so I think he will get a deal done. But it is kind of unfortunate that it seems like it hasn't been discussed, which is totally fine. He just got to Chicago. He needs to get his feet wet first, but that's what Isaiah said. He picked the Saints to win 27-17 with his 3 keys to a Chicago Bears win. The Mike Show said, Keek, you and Swift are the most positive Bears bloggers out here. Stay awesome. I appreciate you, the Mike Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, Swift is a very good friend of mine. We do a lot of collaborations together. I look forward to doing more collaborations with Swifty as well in the future. We try our best to stay positive because at the end of the day, we are just fans of the Chicago Bears. We don't own any rights to the team. We are not the ones playing. We are just fans of the team. So sometimes there's no use to getting too worked up, right? Nano CBD said, Keek, did you hear Badgett on Adam Rank's podcast with Tyler Scott? Awesome show. No, I did not hear it. I'll definitely have to go check that out. Chicago Legend says, got to start him young. Yes, I am definitely trying to get her to be a Bears fan. But once again, if she chooses not to be a Bears fan, if she chooses not to like football, that is totally fine with me. You also said she needs a Dicka jersey. I'm trying to get her a Walter Payton jersey first, right? She has a Justin Fields jersey that she wears from time to time, but I'm trying to get her a Walter Payton. Philip says, Keek, run the ball, and they will have a chance. Keep the crowd out of it. Yeah, absolutely. I think with the Chicago Bears, when they get the run game going, they are a really hard football team to stop. So I definitely agree with that, Philip. Eli says, I think another key is running the ball and controlling the clock. Yeah, just like Philip, you think we should also run the ball. Keep the Saints offense off the field will be a must. Yes, absolutely. Control that clock. Kind of like we did against the Raiders, kind of like we did against the Washington Commanders. Those games we won in the trenches. Now CBD says 3 keys. Pound the rock, see points number 1 and 2. I love it. I love it. Bears rush for over 150 yards, Philip says. They have a chance in winning 24-20. I like it. I like it. Now CBD says, as long as she's not a Packers fan, I'm all good. You know, the problem with that is that she absolutely loves her uncle, which is my wife's brother, and he is a big-time Green Bay Packers fan. So, and she absolutely loves her uncle. So there is a chance that she may follow. I'm trying my best, which, you know, I may have to veto that. Obviously, I am the dad. So if she chooses the Packers, I'm like, you know what? You're not going to be a Packers fan. You could be any other fan that you want of any other fan base besides the Packers. Charles says, what defensive coordinators would you like to see the Bears hire? Personally, if we have a chance to get Jim Harbaugh, bring the band back together. Jim Harbaugh as head coach, Greg Roman as OC, and then Vic Fangio as DC. Get the band back together. Let them come fix this Chicago Bears organization. I think that would be absolutely dynamite. And hear me out. I know Josh McDaniels is a terrible head coach, but he is a damn good offensive coordinator. When he is just focused on running an offense and not worrying to have to be a head coach, he's actually a pretty decent offensive coordinator. So that could be an option too, just saying, especially if you keep Matt Eberflus around. Chicago Legend says Herbert should be back soon. Yeah, I think he will be back soon. I think him and Equinemius St. Brown, which will be 2 huge pieces back for the Chicago Bears offense, they will be back, I think, either on Thursday night against the Carolina Panthers or maybe the following game. Definitely excited to have them back. So, all right, Bears fans, I'm going to have to go attend to my daughter. Like I said, she's not going to let me go over that 20-minute mark, unfortunately. Once again, I just wanted to come on here real quick, give you guys the big news on Justin Fields that he did return to practice today, and he should be good to go for that Thursday Night Football matchup against the Carolina Panthers, which I feel like is the perfect game for him to return and hopefully have a really, really good performance. But once again, I unfortunately have the New Orleans Saints winning by a score of 24-14. I hope the Chicago Bears can prove me wrong, but I have to be realistic that at this moment, the Saints are playing better football than the Chicago Bears. And unfortunately, the Chicago Bears coaches will always get in the way. So prove me wrong, Chicago Bears. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me right here on a Friday night, right here on Keek on the Mic. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and keep on supporting Keek on the Mic. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Much love to every single one of you guys. Have a very, very good weekend. I'll see you guys soon. And as always, guys, bear down.